others to wait.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I do thank you for recognizing ranking. But Madam Speaker, I also just want to know that, because I know there are very many members who've been waiting for a long time, including my neighbor, Honorable Karoli Omondi, and I therefore will try and speak in less than the allocated 10 minutes. Madam Speaker, first of all, let me just acknowledge that you have Moi Educational Center in the House. They are visiting to see how Parliament works. And Madam Speaker, all I can say is that I hope that from the cohort that is here today, very many of them will one day be sitting here in Parliament as members of Parliament, and indeed that one of them will one day be a president of the country. It is possible, anything is possible for a willing heart. Madam Speaker, I just want to thank Honorable Atandi, the new chair of Budget Committee, for bringing this motion to the House. And just thank you that you have actually started on a very good note. And yes, you are bringing in very good perspectives to the government, and continue with the same trajectory. And I just want to say that what has happened recently with the new government in the United States of America has actually, it's what I would call a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword when the administration decided that they are going to be Americentric, meaning they are going to focus on developing themselves, and therefore very little aid is going to come to countries such as Kenya. And Madam Speaker, it is not only in the US. I know, for instance, the UK is also reducing development aid. And I think it's a wake-up call for a lot of African countries. We are very rich countries. We have many resources, and we can actually, if we utilize them well, we can go far. And one of the first things we have to make sure we do is to be food secure. And that is why it is important for us to have our own locally producing manufacturers of fertilizers. And one of the things that I would then indicate is recently Parliament gave us a training on public-private partnerships. I wish Parliament could do that to every member of Parliament. And I wish Parliament could cascade what PPPs are to the whole public, so that the public can get a buy-in. Not everything in PPPs is bad. It's just that because we have not alerted people about it, what it is, and made it open. But through PPPs, we can be able to bring fertilizer plants in almost every constituency and make people food secure. The other thing that I'd want to say is that we must leverage on our youth, because we can no longer rely on formal employment. And we must have a lot of our young people who can be able to now even invest in agriculture. And we must adapt that and have rethinking of in our youth, so that many more can also get into areas like agriculture. And I like practicing what I say. My nephew, who I've supported very strongly, has just graduated with a degree in agriculture and is becoming a farmer. And I think this is the way to go. But as a government, we need to incubate them, help them, support them, give finances to support. But we can only do that if we stop pilferage and corruption. And I know that my good friend and colleague would not want us to talk about it. But even when we are in the broad-based government, what is wrong, and we know what is bedeviling the country. And the moment we own up to what is wrong and we're bedeviling the country is when we can sort out the issues. Are we struggling with corruption? Yes, we are. We must acknowledge and we must deal with them. And we must, at every angle, right from the presidency to the lowest level, we must deal with corruption, because then there would be money available, even for free primary education, even for fertilizer. With those few remarks, I do support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minority Whip. The Honorable Karoli Omondi, member for Suba North.
Suba South.
Member for Suba South.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.